Hey everybody, so this is just the walkthrough on how to go and add the additional ventilations and intubations that the students may need that they haven't gotten in clinical field settings or whatnot. So we're just going to go into log into FizzDap. We're going to go and select the shifts of that student. And again, this is just going into, if the student did all the required hours that they needed to, they just didn't get it. And reminder, the policy is for each intubation additional they need, it's a 3-to-1 ratio. So if they need an additional 2 intubations that they didn't get on real people and they have to be checked off in simulation, they're going to have to do 6 intubations. So we'll do 3 high-fidelity simulated intubations to count for 1 live required intubation. So we just want to select our student. We'll get a Rusty Taylor. He's a pretty exceptional student, just didn't get all his intubations in. And we're going to go in here and add a clinical shift. So for the clinical site, scroll down and you will find PCTC intubation simulation. It's the intubation station. Put in the date. Say we did it today, beginning at 9 a.m. for 1 hour. Now when that, just give 1 hour. Don't put in, if they're in a lab or wherever for 8 hours, don't give them that total amount of hours, because then that can skew all of the clinical hours in the hours graduation report. And we'll just save it. Then once you're in here, we don't want to add patients, anything else, because patients will also skew their total numbers of assessments, complaints, impressions, all that stuff. All we want to do is go to quick add skills, and we'll go to airway. They perform this treatment, orotracheal intubation, and put in whatever size tube they used. Single attempts, because we want them to be successful in the first attempt. If they're not, it does not count. Successful, yes, and required airway management. And so with that, they're going to, I'm sure, need additional ventilations. So you can repeat the same thing. Go to manual ventilation, successful, yes. And so for each thing that they would need for each intubation, you're going to go and log it the same way. Don't put in 2 attempts here, because that means that it took them 2 attempts to be successful. You just need to go in here, airway again, treatment or tracheal intubation. Use the 7.0 tube this time. 1 attempt, successful. And there, now you see this student has 2 successful orotracheal intubations. So those 2 intubations will show up on the graduation report. So you only log in that successful intubation after they've completed 3 successful first pass success high fidelity simulated intubations. And then once you're done, just lock the shift, and then everything will show up in that graduation report, and all will be well.